Thank you very much, our Acting Inspector General. And let me take this opportunity to welcome you to DCI headquarters. And we are very sorry for keeping you guys for quite some time. In our relentless efforts to deliver justice dumping site matters, and for us to give closure to the devastated family, we have this morning arrested the prime suspect, already identified to you guys by the Acting Inspector General, known as Collins Jumaisa Halusha, 33 years old. The suspect was arrested at Soweto in Kayole sub-county this morning at around 3 a.m. in a joint operation by the DCI and the National Police Service officers. He was arrested outside a club where he had gone to watch the Europe 2024 football finals. His pursuit and subsequent arrest followed a very thorough forensic analysis of a mobile phone that belonged to victims, namely Josephine Mulongo Owino, where some mobile money transactions were conducted on the very day Josephine went missing. Upon arrest of the suspect, he led our officers to his single-room rental house in Kware, which is located about 100 meters from the crime scene. That is the Kware Dam, where the bodies and the body parts have been recovered. We conducted a quick search in the house, which led to recovery of the following very crucial exhibits. We were able to recover 24 Airtel SIM card holders with the new SIM cards, 8 smartphones and 2 feature phones, 1 laptop and 1 2 flash drives and a memory card, much that we used to dismember the to show this very shortly, similar to the ones that were above the bodies down. 1 pair of national identification cards for men and 2 ID cards for women. 1 pink female handbag, 2 pink female panties, 5 rolls of cannabis sativa, 4 huge clear, some of which were recovered at the scene. So these ones are similar to those ones recovered from the scene. We also recovered 1 reflector jacket, 2 title deeds, 2 documents. On interrogation, the suspect faced to have lured, killed and disposed 42 female bodies at the dumping site, all murdered between 2022 and as recent as last day, 11th of July, 2024. Unfortunately, and this is very sad, the suspect alleged that the first victim was his wife, namely Imelda Judith Halenya, whom he strangled to death before dismembering her body and disposing it at the same site. From from our interrogation, all his victims have been murdered in the same style, like we had alluded to yesterday. Our investigations are still ongoing, and the suspect's house and the dumping site will remain active crime scenes. Just like the acting Inspector General has said, we call upon the families who reasonably believe that their loved ones may have fallen prey to these macabre murders, to these reprehensible acts of what I can only call a vampire, to report to our DCI headquarters or to any other DCI office or the nearest police station for that matter. As the DCI, we wish to reiterate our commitment to expediting this investigation, just like I said yesterday, for us to deliver quick justice to the victims of this horrendous crime. Gentlemen, like I said yesterday, we posited several theories that we were looking at. But from the look of things, crystallizing that we are dealing with a serial killer, a psychopathic serial killer who has no respect for human life. A psychopathic serial killer who has no respect and dignity for the deceased persons. In our interrogation, and very sad indeed, he confessed to us that with some of the victims, he was able to have carnal knowledge with some of the victims. A very, very sad state of affairs. As we were apprehending him last night, or even this morning, he was in the process of luring another victim by the name Susan. We are yet to identify. I'm sure as we progress with investigations, we should be able to get hold of Susan so that she will be able to give us her side of the story. Otherwise, we are dealing with a vampire, a psychopath. We shall make sure that the investigations are very thorough, very, very professional. Any other character or characters who are associated with him, we shall go for them. And immediately we are done with the investigations, he will be taken to court to face the full force of the law. At this juncture, ladies and gentlemen, I will invite my Director of Operations, Mr. Maura, to briefly give you a highlight and take what we have recovered, and thereafter we will be able to answer one or two questions. Thank you. You can come closer if you want. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. This morning, we visited the house of our suspect, and we were able to recover from him one smartphone. That is the first one here. Then we proceeded to his house. Our officers proceeded to his house, and we recovered some other 7 smartphones, which are displayed as well, and then 2 other phones. Also in the same house, we were able to recover 2 hard drives that we believe have got enough information. In his phone that he had at hand, there were pictures of ladies, photos, and some videos that he had recorded. We also recovered 2 USB and memory card. We as well recovered 9 ID cards, 6 for men and 3 for ladies. We also recovered 24 Airtel SIM cards, their holders, which we believe he has used the IDs to register them. And these are the ones he has been using in the commission of crimes. We as well recovered industrial gloves, which we believe he was using while dismembering his victims. We appreciate that we also recovered a rope that resembles the ones that was used to tie up the sacks. We have nylon bags, 12 of them, which as well resemble the nylon bags that were recovered with bodies that were dismembered inside the dam. We have a lady's purse, which we suspect belongs to one of his victims, a reflector jacket. We have a laptop that was also recovered. We have a machete that in the course of investigation, he confesses to have been using to dismember. We have 2 underwears which we used to the victims. There are also 2 title deeds that are in his name, and some notebooks that he has records that we believe will be very important in the course of our investigation. He also had some Kenyan money with him and 5 sticks of a substance that we suspect is cannabis sativa. We have our suspect with us and the interrogation is still going on. Thank you, sir. We also I had forgotten the cell tapes, 4 of them. Those who witnessed those victims that were collected from the dam, there are some elements of these cell tapes which believed sometimes could have been used to tie up the dismembered parts of the body and as well to mask them mouths so that the victims do not make noise. Thank you.
Na kwa hivyo kama vile tulisema jana, uchunguzi unaendelea na maofisa wetu wako hata saa hizi bado wanaendelea. Kama vile tumesema nao, ile nyumba, the rented room, becomes again an active crime scene together with the dump site. Na sisi kama idara ya polisi tunazidi kuwauliza wananchi waendelee kuwa watulivu. Wakati huu tunaendelea na kupambana na hii maneno, tuweze kujua chanzo ni ipi. Kwa hivyo tunawauliza wazidi kuwa watulivu, wasaidiane na sisi. Kwa wale ambao wanaweza kuwa na mambo yote, jambo yote ambao inahusikana na hii, ama mtu ambao amepoteza mtu yake kwa hiyo muda ambao tumeona, anaweza tokesea hapa kwa DCI headquarters ama kitu kingine yoyote ya polisi na kupiga hiyo habari hapo. Sisi na nyinyi kusaidiana nyinyi, we count on you, the members of the fourth estate and everybody else, to work together to support us so that we can be able kujua nini hii na chanzo yake ni nini. Asanteni sana.
Following what the DCI boss. My name is Abdiaziz Hashim from KBC. Given that the DCI boss has just clearly stated that you believe dumped in that quarry, so it begs the question: how can someone just act barely a police officer? And then secondly, who dropped the ball? As much as we have arrested the suspects, what happens to the security contingent who might not have given the proper intelligence? Because somebody cannot just wake up one morning and drop a body close to a police station, and we have officers in this country.
Okay, thank you.
Another one here.
Okay. Okay.
My name is Walter from Ramogi TV. The question is therefore, it takes several efforts for such act, and therefore, does your lead have more suspect to follow? And it also took a dream to open the eye of the DCI officers. Does it really require a dream for such to be established? Thank you.
So, thank you very much. Put it this way, that as we have indicated yesterday and today, these are investigations that we are conducting. We are going to get to understand all the issues surrounding this matter, because the experts are on it. They are going to continue providing us with information. And that is exactly why we are calling upon anybody, everybody, or the members of the public, anyone who could be having any kind of information that can assist us to come forward and do that. Thank you.
Bueno, Acting IG, my name is Franklin Wala from Citizen TV. I understand there's another suspect in custody. I don't know who is this second suspect in custody and what was his role in this whole incident. Another question. You've mentioned that the first victim was Imelda Hamenya. Missing person report filed about her disappearance, and maybe what was the progress of the investigation? Have you been able to talk to the families? Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
In regard to the arrest of the second suspect, after we interrogated the main suspect this morning, he told us that immediately at the commission of the offense, dispose of the mobile phone to the victims, to other unsuspecting persons, at a throwaway price of 500. This morning, it is true, we arrested one suspect whom we found in possession of one of the handsets belonging to one of the victims, whose body was identified yesterday at the city mortuary by the relatives. So I've taken him as an accomplice or as a witness, whichever way the investigations will take us. In terms of dreaming, we are not dreamers, believe in dreaming. We are guided by professionalism. Even before the said Josephine prophesied what she prophesied, we had our work plan clearly cut for us. And we were doing it methodically and very, very professionally. And that's why today we were able to apprehend this culprit, apprehend the other culprit, and be able to do these significant recoveries. So our investigation was very methodical and will continue. We are likely to arrest more suspects because we believe that he was not alone in the commission of this reprehensible act, and very soon we'll be able to net them. We shall cast the net wider. Thank you. We have just gotten that information this morning. So we are digging into archives, and maybe in the course of the day, we'll be able to follow that, that allegation. Thank you. Yeah, it can, because we are talking about an upward of 40 females having been killed. So, and with the spike in homicide cases, perhaps there could be a correlation between what we have been experiencing and what we have just seen. So it's true, there could be a correlation. Otherwise, we can take the last question. Actually, that was an area of interest to us. what is it that motivated this young man to do what he did? And what he told us was that he was married to his first wife.